Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome to NoDQ&A video once again here on NoDQ.com as well as the YouTube channel and NoDQ&A videos affiliate ringsidenews.com. Got your questions here from spring.me/Aaron Rift regarding Money in the Bank and future events in WWE. So let's get started with the first one today from ShiftyG71. Why is it always a heel that wins Money in the Bank? So damn predictable. Well, I think it's because of the fact that heels tend to take advantage of the situation. When they win the briefcase, they will cash it in at an opportune time. With a babyface, it's different. A babyface cannot follow the rules and be fair. The babyface cannot just sneak up and cash it in and expect people to cheer for him. It's that kind of dynamic, which is why heels tend to win Money in the Bank. And sometimes a babyface will win Money in the Bank and then cash it in and go heel. We've seen that happen in the past too. The few times we've seen a babyface win, it's guys like John Cena that announce they're going to cash it in. And that kind of ruins the whole element of surprise when you do that. There was the one occurrence where RVD won and cashed it in at ECW One Night Stand. That was a nice different approach to it. But for the most part, it's all about the mystery of when the guy is going to cash it in. And in that case, it's better for a heel to win Money in the Bank. All right, this one comes from Sepix. Do you think Sheamus will get the Mr. Kennedy treatment with Money in the Bank? I doubt it unless something similar happens, like Sheamus gets injured. But beyond that, I think that WWE will probably go all the way with him. Sheamus is somebody that the company has been high on for years, and according to reports, he was scheduled to have a main event run last year, but due to other circumstances, that got pushed back, and then he got hurt. I think WWE is going to go all the way with this renewed push. I'm still not really feeling it. The Sheamus look with the "you look stupid" chants. It's just hard to take him serious as a main event level heel. That's just my personal opinion on it. I know some people out there feel that Sheamus is working really well as a heel and feel that he should have one more run as WWE champion. I mean, Sheamus, really talented guy, really unique, but I really feel that his best days are behind him. I feel that that character got as big as it was going to get. Now, I'm all for WWE pushing serious main event heels. If they can pull it off with Sheamus, then more power to WWE. But right now, I'm just not personally feeling it. And I got another question here regarding Sheamus from Kyle Mitchell 84. Hey Aaron, with Sheamus becoming Mr. Money in the Bank, what are your thoughts on how WWE will handle him creatively long term? When do you think he will cash it in? Please answer a video. To you and Jeff, keep up the good work. Well, I did discuss him briefly about what WWE would do. I expect him to get a big push and probably successfully cash it in and win the title. When will that happen? I don't see that happening anytime in the near future. I think he will likely cash it in towards the end of the year and maybe even early 2016. I would be surprised if WWE put him in the title match at WrestleMania. I would guess that he will probably cash it in around November, around Survivor Series. That's just my random prediction on it. I think WrestleMania would be too late, and obviously with the storylines going on between Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns and Brock Lesnar, with those guys in the mix, don't see it happening right away. Got this question here from G Straits. Hey up, mate. Always enjoy NoDQ&A. Keep up the good work. With Sheamus being Mr. Money in the Bank and Lesnar being in the title picture, do you think we will get Brock versus Sheamus at some point this year or possibly Mania? Please answer in video. Once again, I think that a Brock Lesnar versus Sheamus WrestleMania match would be a waste of Brock Lesnar, with all due respect to Sheamus. Now, if he eventually really catches on as a heel and he wins the title and he's believable as a top-level main event heel superstar, then you could do Brock Lesnar versus Sheamus, and that is, I guess, somewhat of a dream match for some people. I've seen comments online, people saying Brock and Sheamus would be a good match. Sheamus would be a good opponent for Brock. Could be a good match, and I just think it's a matter of Sheamus being credible enough. But if they're doing Brock Lesnar versus Seth Rollins, I mean, certainly they could do Brock Lesnar versus Sheamus if Sheamus is built up and people take him seriously as a heel. But maybe he needs to ditch the hair. Maybe he needs to ditch the braids and the beard. I don't know. Maybe just change up the look a little bit. Make himself a little bit more intimidating, because the you look stupid chants, I feel, is hurting his character. And I don't see those chants going away unless he changes up his look a bit. All right, got this question here. Moving on from Sheamus's Money. So I don't know if he's going to be a fan of these videos anymore after those comments. Hey, Aaron, love your videos. We'll see about that. What do you think about the 3 members of the Shield main eventing almost every pay-per-view after breaking up? I like all 3 of them, and I think it's great that younger superstars are getting the spotlight. I totally agree. I feel that the Shield is the perfect example of WWE getting it right when it comes to pushing young talent. They were brought in together as a group. They made an immediate impact at Survivor Series when they debuted. They won their first pay-per-view match. They beat many of the top guys in WWE in tag matches, including John Cena, and that gave them instant credibility. WWE has protected them, and they were always looking strong. They weren't defeated time and time again, and they weren't moved down the card. You know, WWE kept them as serious contenders, and that's why they succeeded, in my opinion, because WWE booked them strong and the fans took them seriously as main event talent. So for all the mistakes WWE has made, and they've made plenty of mistakes, but the Shield is one of the things they got 100% correct, and all 3 guys are big stars now as a result. All right, got this question here from Ben Jones 31945. Hey Aaron, when Brock goes one-on-one with Seth Rollins at Battleground, do you think Brock will win by DQ so Seth will still be champion and WWE can do it at SummerSlam? Please answer in video. Well, to be honest, I think that it would be a mistake to do a rematch at SummerSlam. One would think that since they're doing Rollins versus Brock at Battleground, that they are going to do something different for SummerSlam. I sense that WWE is not going to do a rematch at SummerSlam unless they add some sort of stipulation. I don't even know what they could do because they got Hell in a Cell coming up. Wouldn't make sense to do Hell in a Cell. I mean, in the old days, it would make sense, but since you have a mandatory Hell in a Cell pay-per-view coming up, I wouldn't do that. So unless you're doing some sort of big-time stipulation, I think it's best to go with Brock versus Reigns. I think Brock versus Reigns is a very marketable main event. A rematch from WrestleMania. Let those 2 finally settle the score once and for all, since there wasn't a clear-cut winner at WrestleMania due to the interference from Rollins. I just think that seems to be the way WWE is going with their plans for SummerSlam. But, there's always a possibility it could change. They could do a triple threat, but they've already done enough triple threat matches, I think. In 2015, they need a break from that. I just sense it's best for Brock to win the title and maybe have Reigns be the guy that finally beats him at SummerSlam. We'll see what happens with that. All right, moving on here. Got this question from Yellow Storm. After Kevin Owens' attack on Machine Gun Kelly, in storyline, could Mr. McMahon or the board of directors strip the Authority from power after deeming them unfit, leading to a power struggle feud between a face Authority and a more heel Authority-like faction? They could do that. Should they? I would like to see the Authority angle end. I'm tired of heel Authority figures. I think it's been done to death, and it's just been dragging on year after year after year. But I sense that Vince is not going to be returning to television anytime soon in a storyline manner. And beyond that, I don't really see a need to do that. I'd rather they just quietly drop the angle or turn Triple H babyface, which I don't think they're going to do anytime soon. But, just phase it out and not have an Authority figure in WWE for a while, or have just a babyface commissioner. Go back to something like that. Just enough of the bad guy Authority figures. I'm just tired of it. And I think if they were going to do that angle, they would have done it a few years ago, back in 2013 when they were having Vince out there and teasing something, and they didn't do that. So I don't really see it happening now. And unless Vince is involved, I don't really see the purpose in doing it. All right, got this one here from WWE Kane 1985. Hi, Aaron, love the show. With Bray Wyatt facing Roman Reigns at Battleground, do you see this as a chance for Bray to get another big heel push and even be in contention for the WWE title further down the line, as his character has gone stale? Thanks. Well, the way I see it, Bray Wyatt is just going to be a heel to go down to Roman Reigns. I'm expecting Roman Reigns to win that match and go on to SummerSlam, as I mentioned earlier. That's my prediction, at least. With Bray Wyatt, I'm tired of what they're doing with the character. He's losing to Roman Reigns, and then they have the follow-up be Bray Wyatt randomly comes out, and I guess he's pissed off that he lost to Roman Reigns. Although I will say, I liked the angle they did on Raw with him showing the picture of Roman Reigns with his daughter. I thought that was actually a really good angle, getting a lot of heat and something a little bit controversial, which I like. They haven't done these kind of angles in a long time, and I think that does make the storyline a little bit more interesting. That Bray Wyatt is making it personal with Roman Reigns. So that I like, and as long as the storyline is strong, I think that will do more for Bray Wyatt and his character than him winning a match. What he really needs is a very intriguing, unique storyline. That's what he needs, and they need to come up with something for his character. Just having him win matches, in my opinion, isn't enough. He needs more character development and more intriguing storylines. So what they did on Raw, with the picture, I think that's a step in the right direction. All right, got one more question here from Wrestling Do 95. Yo, Aaron, now since NXT is doing a live show in Japan, do you see the brand going to perform more in other countries? Well, you have to keep in mind that this is a full-fledged WWE event. It's not just NXT, but I think WWE wants to have NXT matches on the road as much as possible, and I could definitely see WWE doing more of these types of shows, especially if this one's a huge hit on the network. I think it's likely WWE will do more of these. Maybe they'll do one in Mexico or England. They'll have live specials. People out there have been saying, why don't they do a pay-per-view in the UK? Maybe this will open the door to WWE doing a big network special from the UK and just have it on delay in the US. I could definitely see WWE doing that, and NXT definitely having a presence on those shows. Absolutely. All right, that'll wrap it up for this edition of NoDQ&A video. Thanks as always for watching. Subscribe, youtube.com/NoDQCW, and I will see you guys next time.